Hi, I'm Rita from Rita's Flow Yoga. Today I'm going to be doing a functional yoga routine, a quick functional yoga routine that covers the entire body, top to bottom, front to back, joints and muscles. So we're going to start at the top of our mat in standing. Just coming to standing with your feet hip width apart, feet parallel, toes facing forward. Go ahead and start to press down into the feet, grounding down into the earth. Roll your shoulders open. Pull your chin back, lift up through the crown of the head. And perhaps close your eyes. Start to come into a deeper breath pattern here. Feeling that breath come in through the nose. See if you can track it right down into the belly, expanding into the rib cage. And on the exhale, emptying out. Big full breath in. Big long exhale out. Inhale, let's add more movement. Sweep those arms out and up. Stay with your hands reaching and feel your feet rooting. Find that length. And on your exhale, soft knees, hinge at the hips, forward fold. Let's go ahead and bring our forearms onto our thighs and lift and lower your hips. Just starting to feel your hamstrings warming up, the backs of your legs. And then from here, exhale, just bring the hands down to the earth or the top of a block if you're not quite ready to get there yet. And just come into that forward fold. Let the head hang free, maybe even shake it out. Again, find that big breath pattern. Big inhale in. Big exhale out. And then from here, inhale, slide the hands back up the shins, gaze forward, long spine, and exhale, forward fold once again. From here, root down into the feet, make those legs strong, and let's roll up, vertebrae by vertebrae, back up into that standing position. Roll those shoulders open, and once again, root down. Lift up through your heart, lift up through the crown of the head. Find that breath. And let's add more movement. Inhale, sweep those arms out and up. Keep those arms up there, and we're going to just move our hips side to side. So I call these hip drivers, and I'm just moving them side to side. So the movement is initiated from the hips, pushing right and left. And then just let the body do its things. Its thing from hips down to the feet, and then from hips up through the shoulders. I'm also adding on the feet, rolling to the inside and outside edges of the feet, so we get the ankles into play here as well. Feeling those feet. Let's come back through to center, and we're going to move those hips back. We bring the torso forward, arms forward, and then the hips go forward, and the torso, arms come back. It's not a back bend. I'm bracing as I do this, and I go forward and back. Now you can go as fast or as slow as you want to make these movements. And you can also add on heel-toe lifts. So again, that add-on of ankles and feet. And we're also getting into the toes here as we do this. And then let's come back, standing. Just go ahead, release the arms to the side, and we're going to add some rotation, twisting, side to side. From here, let's add on a little more footwork. Bring that right foot in front of the left on an angle, and left in front of the right, and go back and forth. Start to bring your arms up to shoulder height, and then all the way up to reaching up to the sky. Feel a little bit of extra shoulder pull as you do that. And then let's go ahead, and we're going to take the right foot behind the left, swing the arms over to the left, and then other side. Left foot behind the right, arms swing over to the right side. And you're going to go back and forth with that movement. So it's a bigger twist. Always working with your body and what feels right for you. And then from here, we're going to do some cross body reaches. So right foot steps behind the left, arms swing down to the left, and then step across to the right, arms reach up to the right. And stay on that side, going back and forth. And maybe you get a little lower as you go. Let's go ahead and switch sides. And then from here, come back to the top of the mat. Go ahead, once again, land those forearms on those thighs and lift and lower those hips. So we're really bracing the core here. The movement, the feeling is coming from those hamstrings, really getting warmed up. And then from here, you can add more shoulder mobility if you'd like, reaching those arms forward, down, and up. Notice your breathing as you're doing these movements. Try to keep it slow, long, and deep. And then go ahead and let's take that forward fold. For this one, I do like a block under my hands. I'm going to wiggle my feet just a little wider so I have a bigger foundation. And then I'm going to do that hip driver left to right, side to side. Try to keep the hips on the same plane. And try to release your head and your neck here as you do this. Come back to center. Heel toe those feet back to hip width. And this time, reach the arms, the hands, the fingertips to the outsides of the feet. Half circle, back and forth. Again, notice your head and neck releasing, letting them just hang. Awesome. Come back to center and hands down. Let's step those feet back. Let's find that plank pose. So you can be in full plank. You could be modified with the knees down in plank, or you could even be down in forearm plank. So all of these different options. I think I'm going to stay in forearm plank today with the knees up, really coming up through the torso with that inner belly lift. And I'm going to do that hip driver side to side, right to left. From here, come back to center, and the hips go forward and back. So this could be a little movement, just a little forward and back, or you can add more movement as the hips go up and down. And then come back to center, and we're going to add on one more thing, a little twist and rotation. So right knee drops, right knee pulls over to the left, right hip drops. Take it back to the starting position, opposite side. So keep that inner belly lift here as you do this back and forth, bringing those knees down and crossing. Come back to center. Let's take it all the way down. So knees come down, belly comes down, hands slide back under the shoulders. Go ahead and rest the forehead down. And just take a moment here. Find your breath. And then once again, start to activate your legs, pointing the toes down to the bottom of the mat. Notice the kneecaps lift and really make those glutes, your butt cheeks strong, squeezing. Hands light on the mat. On your next inhale, let's go ahead, lift the head, the heart, the shoulders, the chest, and exhale, lower it down. Lifting upper body on the inhale and lowering on the exhale. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Let's do one more. Inhale, lift. This time, hold that one. Go back, check your legs. Legs strong and active. And check your hands. Maybe lift them off the mat. Big full breath. Exhale. Turn your head to face one side. Rest your head down on the earth. And just sneak those arms down that torso. Let the shoulders just fall down and take a moment and take rest. Focus for a moment on your back body. Noticing the rise of the back on your inhale and the lowering on your exhale. Go ahead and turn your head to face the opposite side. And then from here, maybe bend those knees and just roll those ankles. Roll them one direction, roll them the other. Feel those feet point and flex. Open your toes wide and squeeze them shut. Go ahead, shake them out a little bit and lay them back down onto the mat. Go ahead, slide your hands back up underneath the shoulders, turn your head facing down. And this time, engaging into the hands, pressing them down in a slight pull back. Let's take that mini cobra pose. So pull that tailbone down, make those legs strong, press into the mat, inhale. Lift that chest, that head, that heart, just to where it feels good for your body. And exhale, let's lower it down. Tuck your toes. This time, let's go ahead and come up into a table position. Table position. So set that up. Table, wrists under the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Find your breath. On your next exhale, round that spine. Tuck the tail, tuck the chin. Inhale and arch. Lift the chin, lift the sit bones, belly button down to the earth. Back and forth here. Exhale, rounding. Inhale, arching. If you want to add on a little bit more movement, rounding the spine, tucking the chin. As you arch, pull those toes under, tuck those toes under. And then round and point those toes down to the mat. Back and forth here. Let's come back to that neutral spine. Keep those toes tucked under. Walk the hands forward slightly. Press those hips back. So you could move into puppy dog, head down, sit bones moving back. Or you could come into a child's pose. Maybe let's do that. Let's come into that child's pose just for a couple breaths. Maybe a little movement here, a little slide, shuffle of the hips, and then settle it. And let's move into that first downward facing dog. Again, you could stay in table, or from here, move it into downward facing dog. So that first down dog, really check those fingertips plugged into the earth. Little lift through the base of the palm, spread out through the shoulders. Lift those sit bones. And let's take a little movement here. A little hip slide, a little movement side to side. And bend one knee and bend the other. Shake out your head. Yes, no. And then take some stillness in this down dog. Feel your breath. Inhale, big breath here. Exhale, look forward. And let's walk it back up, top of the mat. Land those feet hip width. Inhale, slide the hands up to the knees, half lift. Exhale and fold it in. This time, neutral spine as we rise, so brace, wrap that torso as you bring those arms out and up. Exhale. Hands go down by the side. Inhale, let's bend those knees, drop the bottom, arms reach up, chair pose. And in chair, let's move and add those hips side to side, swinging them side to side. Let's come back to center, swing them or move them forward and back. And then let's do a little twist here. Left hand goes forward, right hand goes back. And back to center and opposite side. And then take that a couple times back and forth. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift, gaze forward. Exhale, hands down. This time, let's take the left foot, let's step it back, and stay on those back toes. So check it out. You want your left foot and your right foot about hip width or wider, because you really want stability. We're going to keep that left knee bent. Get that stability. Press down into those legs before you bring that torso up. Make sure you're balanced here. Hands at the waist. Keeping the hands at the waist, or if you want, reaching the arms up to the sky. Let's take some back knee drops, that back right knee dropping. And lifting. Let's hold it for a moment, just drop, let it hover. And then from here, exhale, anchor that back heel down. Let's open it up, warrior two. Reach those arms nice and wide. Find that breath. And let's move that front left knee a little side to side, a little forward and back, and then a little circle here, circling that knee one way and the other. And then circle it open so it's externally rotated. Back leg straight and strong. Let's hold that warrior two. Find that breath. Right hand goes down, left hand reaches up. And back to warrior two. Reaching left hand up, back to warrior two. So reverse warring and warrior twoing. And then let's hold that reverse warrior. Left hand up, right hand down. And just take a moment and really feel and breathe into that left rib cage here. Big full breath. Exhale, bring that left hand down to the waist. We're going to straighten through that left leg, square the feet off. Soft knees. Let's just take a wide-legged forward fold here. Hands come down to the earth. You could bring them on top of a block as well. But go ahead, just let that head hang. Find a couple big breaths. And then let's roll it up to standing. As the torso comes up, heel toe those feet together till you're ready to step that back foot up to the front. Really root down once again through those feet and stand tall. Find that breath. Inhale, reach those arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, hands down. This time, let's go ahead and step that left foot back. So find your foundation here, right foot, left foot, back, left heel lifted, and rise up. So make sure you have that balance as you come up. And if you want, reach the arms up. Let's take that back left knee and drop it and lift it. Drop and lift. Feeling that front left hip flexors. Let's go ahead and hold that back knee, just hovering it for a moment. Feel that stretch across the front of that left leg here. And on the exhale, let's go ahead and open it up to a warrior two. So the torso facing long side of the mat, right toes pointing forward, right knee bent, your wings reaching long. And let's do some knee drivers. Right leg. bringing it forward and back. This movement might be small or big. It's kind of up to you. Go ahead, wag it side to side, and then circle that knee. One way and the other. And then hold it, pressing that right knee to the back right side of the mat. Anchor through that back left foot, and just breathe. Left hand goes down, right hand reaches up, reverse warrior, and back to warrior two. Back and forth. Until you're ready to hold that reverse warrior, left hand down, right hand up. And then take a moment and really think about that right rib cage. Really breathe. Try to expand that right side with your breath. From here, go ahead, bring that right hand down to the waist, straighten through that right leg, and let's square the feet off. I'm going to turn and face you. So wide-legged, forward fold once again, but this time let's do that shoulder opener. Lift the shoulders up, squeeze those scaps together, interlace those fingers, or you can grab the wrists, and then press the shoulders down, soft knees, hinge at the hips, forward fold. It's coming down to where you're comfortable. Giving it some big breaths. Inhale, come on up part way. Release the hands to the front of your thighs. Go ahead, straighten your arms. Torso comes on an angle. Pull the heels in just a little bit. Let's roll those shoulders. So right shoulder goes down, left shoulder peels open. Spine is long as you do this. And then take that other side. And back and forth here. Let's come back to center. I'm going to square the feet off a little bit and bend into that right knee. Straighten that right leg. And then let's go for the other side. Bend into the left knee, straighten the right leg. And back and forth here. Let's go ahead and bend into that right knee, straighten the left leg. Maybe pull the hips back slightly. And this time I'm going to take that left forearm and bring it on that right thigh. Peel that right shoulder open, right hand at waist. If you want, reach that right hand up to the sky. Right hand back to the waist. Unwind the spine. Slowly, long spine, and let's switch those sides. Left knee bends, right leg straightens, right arm comes across on top of that left thigh. Peel that left shoulder open, left hand at waist. If you want, reach that left hand up. Bring that left hand back to the waist and unwind that spine, long spine as you unwind. Go ahead, let's come back to center, heel toe those feet in, and we're going to come down to a squat. So your positioning for your squat, what's comfortable, you can adjust as you go, but let's come down slowly, forearms to the thighs. Maybe you grab a block underneath for your bottom. Maybe the heels lift. Elbows on the insides of those knees, palms together. We're not staying here long. Just take a moment here and feel those feet pressing into the earth. Lift up through the perineum. Make those legs strong, squeezing into the elbows. Elbows into the inner knees, and lift that heart. Lift the crown of the head. Squeeze everything. Zip up through the center. And then exhale, soften the muscles around that bone structure. Start to gently come down. Maybe support yourself, bringing your bottom down. And center yourself on your mat. Let's go ahead and straighten those legs. Feel your sit bones. Sit up tall. Take a moment, find your breath. Let's take that right knee, bend it, pull that right foot in. Still sit up tall. Press out through that left heel. Let's wrap that left arm around that right leg. So pull that belly in as you go. Peel that right shoulder back. Tent those fingers behind you. So really think long spine in this twist and look off that right shoulder. If you want to add a little more rotation, neck movement, look to the front and look to the back a couple of times. Hold it, looking off to the back. Sit tall. Breathe into that twist. Exhale. Let's unwind it. Back to the front. Straighten that right leg. Let's take the other side. Left knee bends. Find your sit bones. Take that right arm, wrap it around that left leg. Sit tall. Left hand behind you. Look off that left shoulder. Look off the right shoulder. Back and forth. And then also press through that right heel. Go ahead and hold that gaze off that back left shoulder. Big breath pattern. And then let's unwind it to the front. Straighten that left leg. Once again, centering yourself on your mat. Bend both knees. Grab behind the thighs. And let's lower it down to the mat. Vertebrae by vertebrae. When the head comes down, go ahead, work the feet up. Walk the feet up closer to your bottom like you're setting up for bridge. So feet hip width. Maybe you just skim the heels with your fingertips. Maybe not. Doesn't matter. Just find a place where you're comfortable to start to lift the hips up. So on your next inhale, press into the feet. Make those legs strong. Lift the hips up. It doesn't have to be high because exhale, we're bringing them back down. You can stay with just hip lifts or add the arms on as well. So inhale, hips lift, arms lift up to the sky and back over the head. Exhale, sweep everything back down. Inhale, lifting. Exhale, lowering. Hip risers, inhale. Arms reaching, exhale, lowering down. And then if you want, keep the arms down. Inhale, lift the hips up one last time for a hold. Work the arms underneath the back. Press into the feet. Make those legs strong, including the glutes. Press through the arms down into the earth. And just run that breath along the highway of your bridge. Deep and full. Inhale, big breath. Next exhale, arms work back out from under the back if they're there, and lay that spine down. Go ahead, pull the knees into the torso and give yourself a little rock side to side. Come back to center. Press those feet up to the sky. Arms alongside your torso, palms facing down. Take a moment, just point and flex those feet. Roll those ankles one way, the other way. And then just give your feet a little paddle, a little shake. Really gentle, just gentle. And then start to let the knees bend a little bit more. See if you can keep a little movement, a little gentle shaking. Maybe the knees go a little forward and back, a little up and down, but just a little shaking. Make the shaking lighter as those feet come down. One foot coming down, then the other. Take those feet, make them wide, bring in to the edges of the mat. Bring your arms open a bit, and let's just bring those knees side to side, little bit of windshield wipering back and forth. Big breaths as you go. Maybe hold one side just a little longer. And then hold the other for an extra breath. Come back to center with those knees and let those feet just slide down to the bottom of your mat. Adjust your arms. Bring them in slightly, but a little bit away from the body, palms facing up. Check out your shoulder blades. Make them nice and flat on the earth. And just start to make yourself really comfortable for resting pose. One more big breath in here. And an open mouth exhale, release it out. Let that breath just come back now to its own organic, shallow pattern. And just stay with that breath. Stay with a soft focus of noticing, of being aware of that inhale and that exhale. Every exhale you take, the body softens, releases a little bit more. Stay as long as you are able in resting pose in Shavasana. If you have the ability to stay longer in resting pose, please do. Otherwise, if you need to get moving with me, start to move the toes. Start to wiggle the fingers. Add on your ankles and your wrists. Deepen that breath, reach the arms overhead. Give yourself a stretch and give yourself a smile. Go ahead, bring the arms down, bend the knees, work your way to your side body. Try to keep your eyes closed as you go. And when you're ready, push yourself up to your seated body. Finding that seat grounded. Lifting up through your heart, feeling that spine lengthened, and pulling those shoulders back slightly, chest and heart open, grounded, lengthened, and open. Take a moment, feel your body, feel the prana, feel the energy moving inside the body. Take a great big inhale in. And release that exhale longer than your inhale out. Do that one more time. Long, releasing, exhale out. Thank you so much for joining me today. Namaste.